Smiths Falls. It has been a hot minute, hasn't it? In fact, it has been months. It's been like 6 months. We ended season 2 in December. We were doing a June to December thing here. And guess what it is? Today, June. It is June 1st, which marks the beginning of season 2. So here we are, back again in June. It's beautiful. The weather's great. Things are happening. The podcast is back. This past weekend, I was out at Porch Fest. Oh, it was great. Right in my neighborhood, in fact. We had a whole bunch of community concerts on porches. Turnout was amazing. If you missed it, look it up. There's a Facebook page for it. You can see some of the pictures that you missed. And it's going to be back next year, folks. Back and bigger than ever. Just like we are here today on a Smiths Falls podcast. Beautiful weather out there, folks. Lots of sun and, from what I can tell, very little COVID. Isn't it nice to be back to real life? I know it's still out there, but it's let go of its grasp, it would seem, upon us and upon our lives. I felt like we were there so many times before, but this time I truly, truly feel it. Knock on wood, folks. I am looking around me. I have revamped the studio. I got a couple new microphones. We are back, baby. Bigger, better than ever on a Smiths Falls podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you are returning, thank you so much for returning. Welcome back to you. Welcome back to us. And if this is your first time listening, welcome, welcome, welcome. Start here. But don't stop here. Go back, folks. Our episodes are quite evergreen. 13 episodes of Smiths Falls On that you can check out from season 1. And they're worth it. These are life stories, folks. These are intense sometimes, light sometimes, funny sometimes, on topic, off topic. There's no rules, folks. There are no rules. We sit down, we look each other square in the face. No phone calls here, no Skype calls. We get together in a room and we chat. I get to know the people of Smiths Falls, and so do you by listening. That is what our program is all about, lifting up Smiths Falls and telling the world what we're about. Bringing people here to live, bringing people here to visit, bringing people to our town so we can meet them and they can meet us. And today, on episode 1 of season 2, we are all going to meet Jillian Dagenais. I met Jillian, little under a year ago when she first started working at Bowies, all biding her time before she opens up a new place in town called the Post Office. It's right inside the Post Office. No, not where you mail your letters, where people used to mail their letters 100 years ago. Right at the corner of Russell and Market, she is opening a speakeasy-style place in the basement, classy joint, classy cocktails, and Jillian. Yes, that's right, in the Post Office, opening up July. The place is the Post Office. The bar is called the Post Office. The Post Office Cocktail Bar. Fancy cocktails, nice vibes. Nice vibes in this conversation, too, with Jillian. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you about it when you can listen to it. But first, a little word from our sponsors. So I am so excited, folks, to introduce you to our sponsors. We have 3 season sponsors this year, folks. That's so great. They've signed on for the long haul, and I couldn't be more thankful for their support. Sponsor number 1 is Say To Bakery. You know them, you love them, and if you don't, get down there. You are not in the know. Say To Bakery. Say To is right at the corner of William and Beckwith, inside the historic Hotel Rideau. All rebuilt, all redone, and you walk in those doors and you will see Amy Rensby's fantastic new location. Say To, great food, great people, great vibe, great patio. Go there. Say To. Check them out at say2bakery.com. Sponsor number 2 is Andrus Independent Grocer. I buy all my food there. They feed me. They are supporting this show. They were enthusiastic about what we're doing and all the things we're trying to do. A lot of community love from Andrus Independent Grocer. Now, I myself have been shopping there since I moved into town a few years ago. One thing I noticed is that for a big grocery store that could just be stocking nothing but Minute Maid and Seal Tests and Goldfish crackers, they show a lot of local love. They've got Muddy Valley coffee there. They've got Jam Bell seasonings. They've got local honey producers. I don't have a list, folks. I'm really just going from memory here. They're great. They support local in many ways, and they're supporting us. And for that, we're thankful, and you should go get your groceries done, folks. Andrus Independent Grocer. And sponsor number 3, right down the road from me where I'm recording this podcast on Main Street in downtown Smiths Falls, Howard, Kelford, and Dubois. They are the law firm that I used to buy my house. But be it real estate, corporate or commercial or business law, litigation, family law, wills and estates, whatever your legal needs are, not only are they going to help you, but they are going to do it in a warm, friendly, community-oriented way. They are the people to see for your legal needs. And they are huge supporters of the community, as shown by their support of this show. Thank you so much, Howard, Kelford, and Dubois. Check them out at valleylaw.ca. That covers sponsor talk, folks. And now on to my riveting conversation with Miss Jillian Dagenais. We're doing a podcast.
Yeah, we are.
This is a podcast. This is it. It's happening.
I'm very excited.
Jillian.
That's me.
Jillian Marie Dagenais.
How did you know my middle name?
July 2nd.
Yeah, 1987. Now, the French would say my last name as Dagenais.
Dagenais.
But,
oui, bien sûr.
Yeah, I don't speak any of that French, so I just say, I say Dagenais because I'm English.
Français?
No.
Oh.
No. But although my father's name is Pierre, so I should speak French, but
you're a traitor to
it's a tragedy, really.
To your own heritage.
Yeah, I'm just a Canadian that only speaks one language, unfortunately.
Okay, so well then this is where I can start to do a little more digging then.
Okay.
Because I mean, we're friends now.
We are friends.
Right? We're friends.
Yeah, I would say officially we're internet friends now. I think that we were friends.
Was that like a month ago when you finally accepted my Facebook friend request?
Yeah. Pretty much. It takes me a minute. I'm not really on this
Facebook official.
Yeah, it's real now.
But I don't really know your backstory. I know a little bit. I know what your cousin Pat has told me.
Yeah.
And we know his Swiss cheese memory.
Yeah, it's terrible.
He's done his best, I'm sure, to fill you in. But what does that really mean?
I don't know.
Is the question. We love you, Pat. We're just ripping on you.
We're going to have to rip on him a couple times.
Yeah, we're just going to rip on you.
We would be a podcast
this
with
whole
ripping
episode
on Pat.
Could just be us ripping on Pat.
The roast of Patrick Maloney.
The roast of Patrick Maloney. What a loser.
Oh my God.
Anyway, enough about Pat. He had his own episode.
It's true.
Already.
I haven't listened to it.
Episode 2. Go back and listen.
I know, but I came in blind to this podcast. I'm a little bit...
That's fine.
It felt better to come in blind. I'll listen to all your podcasts
I support
tomorrow.
that. Yeah, listen after.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be like a Hollywood actor and don't listen to your own, though.
Yeah, no, and you can't watch your own or listen to your own
listen to your own podcasts.
Terrible.
I listen to my own, though. I have to, because I have to edit them.
That's true.
I don't cut out much, though. much.
Okay. Am I allowed to swear on this podcast? That's
I already did.
Hit some ground
rules.
Yeah,
that's the... No, anything goes.
Shit.
Yeah, any topics, any words. I mean, I'm not trying to be Howard Stern here. Like, I'm not going for R-rated.
Okay.
But I'm not going for it, you know?
Okay.
I mean, we've dropped, fuck, you know? There.
Feels good to say
We're officially R-rated. I dropped the F-bomb. There's no
it.
going back.
Okay, all right, let's do it.
I'm not going to bleep it out.
Let's do it.
You know?
So I'll just go ahead and apologize to my mom right now. Is that what's happening?
Does the F word bother your mother?
No, I don't think so. But, try to be respectful.
I have a hard time dropping the F-bomb in front of my mom.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why? Because she used to hit you with a ruler or something?
No, she never hit me, but we were just a really no swearing household.
Okay. I was the bottom of the barrel. I got 3 older brothers and there was a swear factory.
Yeah, that'll do it. I was the second child and my older sibling was my sister. And she was not a troublemaker.
Is that why your voice is so deep? Because you had a sister that had a higher octane than you?
No, my voice is the way it is, part by just sort of nature. It's kind of always a little
how you were made
that way.
Okay.
Well, also I had I talked really low when I was a young child.
Okay, because you wanted to hit puberty faster than everyone else?
No, I had really bad tonsillitis and adenoids and stuff. Okay. And so I always just sort of spoke in a low kind of raspy register from being a young kid and having all those throat problems and stuff. Then I hit puberty. That compounded the issue. Okay. And then a few years after hitting puberty, I started singing in a death metal band.
Oh, okay. Yeah, screamo? Is that what death metal is? It's screaming? I don't understand death metal, so...
I can answer your question thoroughly. So, emo, right?
Yeah.
So like emo, you know what emo means, right?
Like emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Emo is just short for emotional. So you just like got people, they sound sad when they're singing and stuff. That's emo. And then you got people who are like so emotional that maybe they're like, you know?
Okay.
That's screamo.
That seems like it would do a lot for your voice box, for sure.
I'm getting hyper specific about genres here because screamo is.
I've led you down a path of no return.
Well, you hear that. Emo has a lot of associations with like crying. And to me, screamo is a little more like screaming.
It's the angry emotion.
But out of crying.
Oh, the cry scream. Yeah. Okay. I get it.
It's a little bit, I don't know. It's bitchy. You know, whereas death metal is about like trying to sound like the devil or a demon or like.
Okay, so when I go back to listen to all of your podcasts, I'm also going to dip into some death metal and really
there's one episode where I talk about death metal more than I already have on this episode.
Oh, that's a lot.
And that's with Jordan. You know Jordan, right?
No, I don't think
he played last night before Campbell Woods.
Okay.
Campbell Woods played at Jordan's house.
Okay.
Jordan Hahn.
Jordan.
I always have to think of what his last name is because in my phone he's Jordan Elmsley.
Because that's the street he lives on.
It's the street he lives on, and it's the name of his band.
Do you have his social insurance number too, or we're just going to give that one up as well?
No.
Okay.
But I recorded his new EP.
Okay.
And made his music videos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we have beers together sometimes. He's a good guy.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll look forward to chatting with him.
So you haven't met Jordan yet?
I don't think I met Jordan.
You'll have to listen to his podcast. You'll get to know all about Jordan.
Okay, perfect. And then I'll know everything about him.
He's from Iroquois.
From Iroquois?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Huh. I heard it's really hard to get KFC up there.
You know what my son calls KFC?
What?
The Kid Fattening Center.
That is a very accurate description.
That slang I did not know that slang when I was a child. Although it wasn't as like KFC when I was a kid. It was still Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It was Kentucky Fried. It was always Kentucky Fried Chicken until they found the rats, and then it was KFC.
There's so many rumors about why they changed to KFC. I think they just thought it was zippy sounding.
I think so.
I heard because when they first did it,
our society got lazier, and then they realized, you know what, we got to really break this down.
The rumor I heard when they first changed it was, it's because the chicken they use is so genetically modified that legally they're not allowed to call it chicken anymore.
See, I don't buy that.
So they had to just call it letters.
See, I find that really hard to believe, you know.
Oh, it's
I just recently had to do my food handler certificate for the government of Ontario.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it's pretty extensive stuff. There's like 200 slides on that thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're pretty concerned about the quality of food product you're serving. So I feel like maybe KFC in other countries maybe isn't as a... But I truly believe that the KFC in Canada is got to be chicken.
In Japan, they just call it Kentucky.
Because only chicken comes from Kentucky.
It's just like Kentucky here it could mean like a horse race. It could mean the state.
So many things.
You know?
The first thing I think about is bourbon when you mention Kentucky.
But over there, I mean, there's nothing that's Kentucky except for Kentucky Fried Chicken, and so
it's just Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Makes sense.
They just call it Kentucky.
Okay.
They also it works for them because all their words have to end in a vowel in Japan. That's how their language works.
Actually?
Yeah, like there's like so many words that have just been sort of adopted from English. Okay. But when they adopt them from English and they end in a consonant, they have to add a vowel.
So just changing the English language through Japanese.
Yeah, like in Japan, ice cream is ice creamu.
Creamu, because it's a cow, so it ends with a moo.
Maybe. I never even thought of that. Maybe. There's only so many vowels you can pick. And
that's true.
They have to pick a vowel. Like necktie is necktayu.
What, are you you're learning Japanese? Is that what's happening?
No, I had a friend who lived in Japan and used to regale me about the Japanese language that he was so
It seems very complicated to learn a language like that.
Yeah, very.
We have a hard enough time just getting to know our own, you know.
I'm still learning it. I'm still learning English.
So words, I'm like, what? What is that word you just used? How do I not know this word? I didn't pay attention enough in school, I guess. I don't know. I should probably read more books.
We were going to talk about your backstory.
We were, and then we got off on a weird tangent already.
About Japan.
Yeah.
Ice cream in Japan. So you moved here.
I moved here.
You moved to Smiths Falls.
almost a year ago. This the end of June will be a year in Smith Falls.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I got to meet people like you. It's great.
Why? Why'd you come
Why
here?
did I move here?
That's like the classic response when you tell somebody who's lived here for a while, and I haven't even lived here that long, but I'm picking things up.
People are like, why?
Yeah, why?
Why did you move to Smith Falls?
I don't know. You know,
I mean, I can tell you why. I can tell you the whole story if you want. You want to start at the beginning, or okay. So I was living in Ottawa for many moons, and then we had the old COVID outbreak there.
That hit Ottawa too, eh?
I know, crazy. It didn't just hit Lanark. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. The whole world shut down. I don't know what you were doing, but that's what was going on for us.
I was making podcasts.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's good way to pass time. So I was living in Ottawa for many years and kind of trying to figure out what my next stage of life would be, and I was in a position to, own a property and do what I got to do. We went into lockdown. I don't even know how many lockdowns there's been now, but I don't even know. Anyway, we had a lockdown in April. My bar that I was working at the time closed on the Friday.
Yeah.
I had called my brother that night, my brother who lives in British Columbia, and we had quite a drunken conversation, as one does after midnight. And I woke up in the morning and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I agreed to go to BC. I think I agreed to that. So I got in the car on the Sunday with the dog and I drove to BC. Now, let me tell you, driving across this country through a pandemic, it was like ghost town. It was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
But beautiful nonetheless. So I spent some time there and I got all the way to the west. I was out on the Sunshine Coast and Pat called me and, he asked me about this project he was working on, saying, I'm looking for someone to get on this journey with me. And I had just gotten there and I was in the car with my brother. We were going to Pizza Hut to get a party pack. It was WrestleMania that evening, so I had priorities. And I kind of dismissed Pat and I was like, yeah. Like, I'll call you on the way back. Mm-hmm. So I stayed in BC for almost 5 weeks. And on my way home, I stopped at the Saskatchewan sign and I called my cousin Pat. And just asked him, like, what are you talking about, man? And he said, I'm going to open this bar in Smith Falls. I want you to do it with me. And I got back to Ottawa and I put an offer on a house 2 weeks later and I moved to Smith Falls.
Awesome.
That's what happened. It was pretty rapid. But
so what bar were you at before the COVID hit and everything changed?
Before COVID hit, I was working at a place down in the Ottawa downtown core sector near Slater Street, a couple blocks from Parliament. There was an adult food court, as I would call it, but it's called a food hall, as all the kids would be calling it. It's basically like a food court with a bar in it, like the fanciest airport bar downtown Ottawa.
That's what makes it adult, then.
Yeah, exactly.
The presence of alcohol.
Big stage. It's called Queen Street Fair. So I was there at the beginning of the project, an open space, and got really big and involved, and just kind of realized that wasn't the direction that I wanted to be going in my life. And I love serving, I love people, and I wasn't necessarily following my own true passion in that sense. And so I wanted to be able to come to a small town and share a little bit of love and light in a little bit of an easier way that I could feel really good about myself every day, and grown to love this community very much. I'm very happy to be here.
So you came here to do that, and tell us about that. What's that project? What's this bar? You're opening up a bar.
I'm opening a bar.
You came here a year ago to do it.
I know. It's been a roller coaster. I didn't actually think it was going to happen, but it's happening now. And so there's an old heritage building in town. It's the Fuller Post Office. That was originally the first post office in Smith Falls. It was beautifully restored by Mr. Bruce Linton, and he approached Pat, and then Pat approached me, and so we're opening a speakeasy in the basement, and it's called the Post Office because I feel like that's very fitting. It's going to be a wine bar, lounge, small plates, cocktails. My background would be classic cocktails, I guess, so high octane, pretty simple, well executed drinks in a space that literally brings you back to 1884, pretty much.
So sell me on this vibe a little harder. Like, what's I first of all, I haven't even been in there.
You have? I haven't taken you in there.
No,
yet.
I've been promised tours like 10 different times between you and Pat, and I have not been in there yet.
Well, it's a stone walls. So you've got some big limestone brick in there, and the actual bar itself is made out of the original limestone bricks of the chimney that once existed in that building. It's going to be 30 seats, very intimate, low lights, good music, good friends. Put your phone away and just enjoy your time, kind of thing.
So a classy joint.
Classy joint.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm still going to be the one behind the bar. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think when people hear high end, they assume that there's a little bit of a nose in the air about it. But, you know, I've been working at Bowies for the past year and getting to know people. And that's what I have to keep reminding them of. It's still going to be me.
Yeah.
It's just me pouring things that I really love.
Yeah.
So it's going to only make your experience better.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be challenging, and I think this small town is ready for it. I think there's a want and a need for it.
So what kind of cocktails you got planned?
Oh, well, I'm going to start out pretty classic and simple at the beginning. You know, I've got some traditional, what's one of the good ones? I've got a blackberry bramble on there. So that would be your muddled blackberry with some lime and some crushed ice and some bourbon. You know, you've got your old fashions and your martinis. Basically, you're going to be able to get the best gin martini that you can get in this town at this bar. And then I've got a few of my own cocktails peppered in there, but we'll see how she goes.
Yeah.
We'll see how she goes. I'm willing to stick it out.
I went to a place once where they would light some wood chips on fire.
Yeah.
And then they put the glass over top, so all the smoke went into the glass.
It's a very popular thing. It's a smoked cocktail. Yeah. I feel like that's more of like a fall-winter thing, though, you know?
I've never had one. Does it actually work, or is it just more of a visual presentation thing?
It works, for sure. I have like a personal qualm with smoked cocktails, to be honest with you. You know, I feel like, I don't know, when you go to a bar where you want to experience flavor and smell and all that stuff. Aroma, if you will. You know, if I'm sitting at a bar and some guy orders a smoked old fashioned and I'm trying to drink a strawberry daiquiri, that smoke is just taking over my entire experience.
So it's inconsiderate.
You know, yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool for sure. I think there's a time and a place for it. Absolutely. That's one thing that I'm just not on board for. But you know what? Who knows? Maybe I'll get some smoke up in there. Depends, but I don't like to intrude on other people's experiences.
No, it's an interesting take. I hadn't thought about it that way before.
Yeah, you know, you're just trying to enjoy yourself, and all of a sudden you got hickory all up in your business. You know, if I wanted to go to a smokehouse, I'd go to a smokehouse.
Yeah, it's like wearing too much perfume.
Yeah, well, that's a big thing. I've worked at many places where the ownership will say we don't do perfume here. Like, be clean, obviously.
Yeah,
but you don't want to impose on that experience. You know, everybody loves a good smell, but when you're trying to have other things going on, it can kind of take over your time. People are very sensitive to smell these days. It's probably COVID. I think COVID did that.
I thought that reduced your sense of smell.
Yeah, but I think then you come back. It's kind of like a Spider-Man situation. You know, you get bit, and then your whole life changes after
so long
that.
Without this sense of taste.
Yeah, that it comes back tenfold. Yeah,
you have super taste. Thanks to COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So almost a year. Mm-hmm. Almost a year. What's your favorite part of the fall's been? So
when I did move here last summer, I was in transition. I was doing some renovations on my house, so I didn't get to really experience a lot of Smith Falls summertime last year, which I'm really looking forward to. There's lots of trails and exploring to be done.
You can even rent kayaks.
You can rent kayaks. That's true. I know that guy's really been pushing his pedal and paddles, eh?
Yeah.
I love the water here. It's great.
That's what did it for me.
Yeah, it's really not that difficult to see how amazing of a place this is, just aesthetically, if you will. And then everyone that I've met here is really great. I haven't had any bad experiences. People hold doors here for you, you know? People there's no honking. Everyone's understands that things need to be done in a timely manner, but they're not kind of forcing you to get going with your day. That's what I like about Smith Falls.
Not like those Torontonians.
Yeah, it's just too much for me. You know, I loved being in Ottawa. It's a great city. Loved it for so many reasons. But
are people like that in Ottawa these days?
I mean, it's hard to say these days because there's so much stuff that's changed these days, right? Like, I could say these days, 3 years ago when things were regular.
Every time I go back in Ottawa, it's I'll see the new buildings or the construction.
There's
how
a
much
lot
stuff
of
has changed. I've definitely noticed how much worse traffic is since I used to live in Ottawa.
Which is crazy because everybody works from home now. I'm just always like, where are people going? Where do you have to be? It makes no sense.
But that's what I always notice about Toronto in specific is that like everybody's always honking at you. They're always honking at you.
Yeah,
like,
and it's
you stop at a stop sign and they honk at you for stopping at the stop sign. You're at a red light and the light turns green, and like the second, like they have such fast reaction time. As soon as that light turns green, they're laying on that horn like, move. I'm important. You're in my way. I have places to be.
I just don't want to live my life like that, man. That just sounds terrible.
I don't really like doing much of anything before 11 a.m.
Right? Like waking up and just being like, man, I'm going to interact with so many terrible people before I get to where I have to get to. Like, I don't want to live my life like that. It's not my jam. Some people, that's how they operate, and I'm not here to judge that. But for me, no thank you.
So the water. It was the water that did it for you?
Well, and then obviously, I have family here, and I had a beautiful opportunity to run a business. And, in a city, you've got cocktail bars and restaurants on every corner, and there's a lot of competition, and there's a lot of maybe holding yourself back a little bit because someone else is doing something that you initially wanted to do that you have to say, well, no, they're doing this thing down here, and I can't do that because I'm going to be stepping on their toes. And so coming to a small town where there's an opportunity to fill a gap, I think is what's really exciting for me.
Yeah, that's one thing I notice about this town all the time is, we've talked about a lot on this podcast, it's just the amount of opportunities that still exist.
Oh, absolutely.
In this town.
Absolutely.
We don't have a bike shop.
Yeah.
We don't have a stereo store. We don't have a camera store.
Yeah. But there's growth for that. And you don't necessarily need all those things, but I think that there's gaps to fill, which leads to bigger opportunity and more community support within that. Like we just saw the beautiful Porch Fest that happened yesterday.
Yeah, I was just going to say, talking of community support.
Yeah, like that was a very, an emotional day for me in the sense that I was really moved by that community support, and that's why I moved here. That's what I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of that growth.
For our listeners who may have missed it, this is the day after we're recording this. The day after Porch Fest. Smiths Falls' first annual Porch Fest.
Yeah.
Which is...
it was a hit.
It's very much what it sounds like, people. It's right in my neighborhood. And you're not on my side of the water.
I'm on the other side of the water.
It's not in Jill's neighborhood.
No.
But it's in my neighborhood. And there was it's 5 porches. Look it up on Facebook if you want all the details. You missed it. You missed it already.
Yeah, so we're going to, hopefully get that going next year, too.
Yeah, it was great. There was, I heard somebody today told me that they figure there was probably about 250 people.
See, that's what I was figuring. There was a few moments where I thought, there's got to be at least 100 people here.
Yeah. Lawn chairs on lawns, music on porches.
Very respectful.
Oh, yeah. There was not a shred of garbage.
No, everyone was cleaning up. Yeah. It was, and that's the stuff.
Zero trouble.
That's the stuff. Trouble. Everybody was really supportive of one another. People were taking care of everybody's children, It was fun. It was really, really great to see that is happening, and that's what I want to be a part of.
Yeah. We had a pig roast and everything. Did you get any of the pig?
I didn't get any of the pig. I
heard some by the end of the night. It was very delicious.
Yeah, I did see the pig head cut off on a steak, and it smelled delicious, but I never made it back for the pig.
But we had some good times.
Yeah, it was great. It's good to see things are happening. There's all kinds of stuff here that's happening, I think you just have to look for it. Like anywhere. You just have to look for it. You have to be proactive and say, I want to be involved in something, and then go see what's happening. And if it's not happening, then do it yourself. Yeah.
What are you going to get up to this summer, other than opening a bar?
Well, I'm going to just explore the area. I want to go on some hikes with my dog, and I'm going to go do some kayaking. And I don't want to say I'm a big hiker. It's always something that I wanted to be, But as someone that works in a bar, it's days pass by really quickly, But if I can get a half decent tan and spend some time outdoors, and that would be great.
Where do you take your dog around here?
I take him down to Lower Reach Park. That's usually where I walk him.
Have you been to the dog park yet?
I have not been to the dog park. I've heard some things about the dog park.
Right across the way from Lower Reach.
It's like a little spot though, eh? It's not that big.
It's big enough.
Yeah.
Oh, they can run.
It's big enough to party.
Oh yeah, they can run for sure.
Have to check it out.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good. It gets a little, or at least I've heard. I don't even know. It gets
You don't even know. You haven't even been.
No, I've been. I just haven't been in what I was going to say is that I've heard that in the summer it gets a little like the dog pee. Just from all the dogs in there.
There's no janitor service.
And the heat and the, but I haven't been there in like the middle of a heat wave in the summer.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've been there a few times and it's been good.
I like to go up to Westport. There has some nice trails, eh?
Yeah.
With that big view. It's nice up there.
Yeah, I went and checked out, what's the name of that? Foley Mountain?
Foley Mountain. Yeah.
Shot a music video on Foley Mountain.
Oh, yeah? Was it a death metal?
No, it was for Jordan.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Is that on your website as well? Is that what I have to look at when I'm done this podcast?
No, we haven't released that video yet.
Okay.
We haven't released that video. Yeah. But we did a whole bunch of like drone shots with him standing on the edge of Foley Mountain. Yeah,
there's so much green space around here. It's beautiful. Like, why wouldn't you? It's so close to everything. Kingston's there, Ottawa's there. Yeah. You're not that far.
Yeah, my cottage is like an hour 20.
Oh, that's good.
From here.
That's good. You got a boat?
We do. Yeah.
What kind of boat?
It's like a pontoon boat.
Those are the best kind of boats.
Party boat. Holds 10 to 12 people.
Perfect.
Yep.
I'll be looking forward to my invite.
Yeah. Yeah, you can come.
That's what I'm going to do this summer. I'm going to your cottage to answer your question.
It's a good cottage. My grandpa bought that cottage.
Is it like a cottage or is it like a house on a lake? Because I think that this is... I meet a lot of people from other countries, and we're the only country that people do cottages.
Yeah.
Even in other provinces, it's not a cottage, it's a cabin.
Yeah.
And I think there's a common misconception. Sometimes
if
people
you're from like North Bay, Sudbury area, it's camp.
It's camp, right? Yeah. But sometimes you got like these. It's a house. If you know, I mean, if you have plastic siding on the side of your cottage, it's a house. You know?
Well, I mean, we have an addition on the cottage that has vinyl siding on it.
How many bathrooms are in this cottage?
We have a total of 3 bathrooms.
That's a house. That's a house on the lake.
It's not a 4-season building.
Okay.
You can't be there in the winter. We get our water from the lake.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's got a well.
No, we don't even have a well.
No, it's just lake water. So you can't drink the water
get our water
out there.
in from the lake. Well, you can drink it if you boil it or if you put like one of those tablets in it.
Okay.
We have no well. We have a septic.
Okay, all right.
But it's like rough around the edges. There's some nice cottages on our lake that I feel fit.
Is it a big lake? Is there fast boats on this lake?
No, it's not a big lake. It's a small lake.
It's
definitely a small lake.
Nice.
I can swim across it.
Okay.
I know that because I did it.
In record time?
No, not record time. I don't know what the record would be, but we have like a trophy on the wall of our, like a trophy wall on the wall of our cottage with a plaque. And you get your name on the plaque if you swim across the lake.
Okay, I like a Stanley Cup version plaque.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, I like that.
My lake is called Buckshot Lake.
Buckshot Lake?
Yeah, so
that's
the plaque says the Great Buckshot Lake Swim.
Oh my God. And, I love that.
I did it in 1988.
1988? You're not that old.
Pretty old.
I was born in 1987.
We covered that. I know you were.
Jesus.
July 2nd, 1987.
Those fireworks every year, though, they're for me. Don't get it wrong, okay? When you see them, you're going to think of me. And you'll be like, happy birthday, Jill. Because all my friends are always hungover on the 2nd, you know?
Right.
So I have to celebrate on the 1st.
My buddy Ron was born on the 1st.
Yeah, and he probably feels like he's got the shit end of the stick.
He's always telling me that that's his birthday, not Canada's.
See? Yeah, I feel like we have a similar outlook on that. Absolutely. But your birthday is June 17th, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, this is the same day as my father's birthday, which is this year. Is that actually Father's Day?
Not this year. It's 2 days before Father's Day this year.
But it's always lands on that weekend, right? So you kind of have a similar thing. You know, you're already celebrating with every other dad. That's not fair. It's also your birthday.
Yeah, well, I mean, it changed a little bit more for me when I became a dad, because then I had like the two things going on.
Yeah, but then on your birthday weekend, you would have to celebrate your own father. So then it wasn't even about you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, we made it work.
I'll celebrate you this year and my
father. It's not as hard as like being born on Christmas.
All right. You don't want to be born on Christmas.
Unless you're Jesus.
Then yeah, I guess.
Then that would just make sense, right?
Yeah. Do you think people reflect on that and they're like, you know what? I wasn't born on Christmas. I was born on the same day as Jesus instead of saying Christmas. Like if you were like Jewish and you don't celebrate Christmas, is that what you would say? Well, I guess you don't really believe in Jesus either.
No, Jews believe in Jesus.
They just don't believe that he was the guy.
They don't believe he was the Messiah.
Okay.
But they believe he was a prophet.
Okay, yeah.
And as do Muslims.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, they both recognize, that's my understanding, is that they both recognize him as a prophet.
Okay.
Just not as the Messiah. Christians are like, the Messiah, he was here, and we hope he comes back again one more time someday. But Jews are like, we haven't had one yet. We're still waiting. We're still just waiting.
Yeah, that's okay. That's patience right there.
Yeah, they're a patient people. Very patient people. Is your heritage just French? We were talking about this earlier tonight. You came over to my house for a barbecue tonight.
Yeah, I did.
We were talking about 23andMe and DNA and all that stuff.
We were talking about that. My father's side is French, from France, from Agenais. That's where the last name Dagenais comes from. So on that side, French. And then I think maybe my grandpère. This is how English I am. Like, I don't speak French, but I still refer to them as my grandmère and grandpère. Mm-hmm. I think that they had maybe there's some German in there, or what did we say? Some other European things. Again, I told you I'm bad at geography.
Yeah.
And then my mother's side is, Irish and French. So my grandfather was Irish and my grandmother was French. So a little bit more French in there. But as you know, my cousin Patrick is like 6'5" and I am 5'5". Mm-hmm. And I'm the French one in the family. My brothers are all the same height as Pat, and he put me in a room with them, and I'm the small one.
Your brothers are all 6'5"?
Well, 6'3", 6'4", yeah. Yeah. So, I had to figure out how to have a big personality, because you're not winning anything. Yeah. Physically, anyway. Yeah.
So where are your brothers now?
I have two brothers that live on the West Coast, out Sunshine Coast.
Right, you mentioned one earlier.
Yeah, one of them is a little bit of a nomad, if you will. He was in Mexico for a while, but he's back in BC now. And then my other brother lives in Peterborough, which I lived for a brief moment.
Not too far away.
Not too far away at all. So I see him quite often. Mm-hmm. And then I like that the guys live in BC, because it's an excuse to go out there once a year and check out the mountains. Mm-hmm. I think when you live in a place like that, or any place that has a beautiful landscape, you kind of forget that it's there, It's
easy to take things for granted.
Yeah, my favorite thing about going out there is the Sea to Sky Highway, and it blows my mind every time. And they don't even look at it anymore, and I would never want to lose that. So I don't think I could ever live in a place like that, but it's really nice that I have more than one reason to go out there and experience it. Absolutely.
So you're going to hike around the area. What else are you going to do in town? What are you going to do right in town?
Well, since I'm going to be opening up this bar, I'm not going to be working at a bar. So I'm going to do some movies in the park, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
We're doing that again this year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I haven't heard too much about it yet.
Do movies in the park?
I actually haven't. I haven't done movies in the park yet.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great thing. I want to go out to the old, what is it? The drive-in there. Yeah, I want to check that out.
I need to do that too. I haven't been to the port.
Yeah.
I used to always go. I lived in Guelph for a little over a decade, and they had a drive-in there. That was like one of the few remaining drive-ins in Ontario, along with the Port Elmsley drive-in.
So Port Elmsley, that's what it is. Yeah.
In Guelph, was just outside of Guelph. It's called the Mustang Drive-in.
Was it strictly Mustang exclusive? Did you have to have a Mustang?
No, you did not need to drive a Mustang.
Just Fords, though, right?
Only Fords.
Only Fords.
Yeah. I got in with my Fiesta.
Nice,
but it was nice. Yeah, I like the drive-in. It's a good way to see.
My first drive-in experience as a young child. I remember it quite vividly. We had an Astro van. It was blue, light blue with a dark blue stripe, and we went and watched Jurassic Park. And I remember putting the pajamas on and running around in the playground and being corralled to go sit down and eat popcorn and watch the movie. And it was the first time I saw Jurassic Park. Certainly was not the last, but I don't actually remember the movie, but I remember the experience.
Yeah.
It's so nostalgic. I think that they're a dying thing. It's so cool. And it's a double feature. It's like $14 to see two movies. If you want to. You don't even have to stay for the second one.
My parents' first date was at the drive-in.
Ooh, do you know what kind of car they were in?
I don't know what kind of car they were in, but I know that they were...
When, like, you had to attach the thing to your car?
It would have been back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were teenagers trying to save money, so they were hiding in the trunk of the car while the other two people on, like, their double date drove in. They hid.
Love that.
They hid in the trunk of the car to save 2 admission prices.
Which then was probably like 10 cents.
And it was their first date, and my dad farted in the trunk of the car.
Oh, no, Dutch Ovender in the trunk.
In the trunk of the car.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no. And that was it for your mom, eh? She was like, I'm in it now.
I guess so.
If you can stand that, you can stand anything.
They made it through that. They made
really
it through
true
that.
love.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful story.
It's a great story.
It's a great story.
And I don't feel bad about telling it because I've been told it like 100 times by my mother. So
they love telling that story.
She is not ashamed of this story. She's told it to me so many times.
That's so funny. I love that.
Yeah, he farted in the trunk.
Do you know what? Did she tell you what movie they went to see?
No, that's never.
You know why they don't know? Because they were just making out in the trunk the whole time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, right after that big fart.
That's how you know it's true love, really. So there's the closure on Russell Street, and Bowies is going to be doing some live music, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, every Saturday in June and July.
And July?
And July.
Oh, yeah, and July.
But not July 2nd.
No, because the party will be
everybody's going to be partied out from the 1st.
It's true. It's true.
That'll be good. What's that called again?
You know what? I think originally when they had done it previously in years, it was called the Bustle on Russell.
No. The Bustle on Russell is a one-time event.
It was a one-time event. Okay, so this is
I think it's going to happen again this year, the Bustle, but it was October. It was like fall. It's a fall event, the Bustle.
Okay. Oh, like a harvest situation.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't thematically tied in with the harvest, but time-wise. It was the first weekend in October when it happened before. It was pre-COVID, the October before COVID.
Okay.
That's when the Bustle on Russell
happened. So I don't know what it's called then. I have no idea.
I didn't go to the Bustle on Russell. I was out of town tending to some business.
Out of town business,
yes. But Spenny was at Bowies. He brought the house down, I hear.
Yeah.
And it was a really good time, the Bustle on Russell. I thought this was like market Saturdays.
Oh, because there's going to be some local vendors of sorts.
There will be some local vendors.
Correct? We don't know who that is, but I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be good. Saturday nights.
It'll be good.
And it's right near the post office, so it'll give me a good opportunity to be out there. Mm-hmm. Kissing babies.
So I know you're open soon. When do you have a date? Do you have like an official opening date?
The funny thing is that I've been telling people that the tentative date is July 5th, which I just realized today is a Tuesday, and so it's gonna, pending everything goes well, it will be July 6th,
right? Which
will be a Wednesday, so that I can enjoy my 35th birthday before diving headfirst into a new business,
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take that time for yourself.
Absolutely. Work-life balance.
Absolutely. People forget about it.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget.
I think I'm going to get out on the water a lot this year.
Yeah?
I might do a LeBoat.
A LeBoat. You see, like, if you do a LeBoat, I'm down.
I've done a LeBoat.
Let's do it.
Before. I did a LeBoat. Not this past summer,
now,
but
like,
the one before.
How does the LeBoat work? Like, how far can you go? How low can you go?
You can go almost I didn't go Ottawa way, but you can. That's the choice you have to make. You're going to go one way or the other. I went Kingston way.
Okay.
I didn't make it as far as Kingston, but you can make it as far as Kingston. Now, technically, you could get out onto Lake Ontario from Kingston and go you go all the way down to Nashville through the waterways, but not on LeBoat. Yes, like if you had a boat. Then,
okay.
But not on LeBoat.
Not on LeBoat.
Technically, you're not allowed to go into Lake Ontario, as per their policy.
Okay. Okay.
You know, they don't want people.
So if you were to get LeBoat, what would you do? Would it be like a weekend thing?
I did a 3-day on LeBoat. And so, we went out for a day and a half, and that got us I think 60% of the actual trip to Kingston, after a day and a half.
Okay.
that's leisurely travel.
Yeah, of course. You're just there for a nice time. That's what boats are for.
When there's a pit stop, you take it, So we stopped at CC's on the Rideau first. And then I think we overnighted at Beverages Locks.
Okay.
And then we did an overnight at Westport. We stopped in at Portland, and we stopped in at Newborough.
There's so many great little towns. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Just hop, skip. Yeah. They're all, on a boat is great because you can go for a few days, but otherwise it's like just really nice day trips,
Mm-hmm.
There's so much to explore. I've driven across this country twice, and let me tell you, I would do it 100 times again. It is such an ever-changing landscape in our country, and I would recommend it to anyone. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Where you go, you drive in past the prairies and you chase the sun, and that's just like the best drive. And then on the way back, you realize that it's just as beautiful coming back as it was going out there. It's gorgeous. And so just as like a snippet of our community and the counties surrounding it, it's gorgeous.
There's a lot of great stuff here.
You meet a lot of people that have traveled all over the world, and I'm not well traveled at all, and that's fine. But it was really important to me to see my country the best way that I could before doing any other country. This is a massive country. I still haven't been out east, Yeah. And that's just like something to absolutely be shared. Like people, when you talk about people going to the East Coast and how friendly and familiar people are, like that's what I want in my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, just the 45-minute drive radius around Smith Falls there's so much to explore.
I as well. I have not done a lot of world traveling. Never even been to Europe. Done North America. I've been all over the States. I've been to Mexico, and I've been all over Canada. And we got some good stuff around here, man. We got some really good stuff.
Cool
it holds up with the rest of the country, in my opinion.
The Badlands up in Alberta, where they found the majority of the Canadian dinosaur bones, and that is. You don't feel like...
What's that place called?
Drumheller.
Yeah.
You feel like you're in Argentina, from what I would only hope to be as beautiful as that, and you just, all of a sudden, you're just there. And you're like, how... There's canyons, and there's mountains, and then there's lakes, and then there's prairies, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I would recommend it to anyone. If you could get on a bus or take a drive, it's not that bad.
How do you like the prairies?
Yeah, the first time I drove across Canada, it was winter. I drove for Christmas. I was planning to get to British Columbia for Christmas. So I drove through the prairies, and my windshield washer fluid broke. So I was pouring a cup of water on the windshield as I was driving in between so many transports. But the neat thing about the prairies is that it's rolling hills, and especially when there's snow, it really does feel like where the sky meets the ocean. It has its own horizon. Yeah. And it's flat, and then you hit Saskatchewan and it starts rolling. And then you hit Calgary, and then all of a sudden it comes out of nowhere, and there's Banff. And then you're just dumbfounded. Like, how did this happen? I enjoyed the prairies, I stopped a few times this time around. It was springtime, and especially because it was a pandemic, there wasn't a lot of traffic on the roads. And I stopped, and it's dead quiet for miles and miles and miles. And there isn't that city glow until you get really to Saskatchewan, because Manitoba is like half a second. So you see the actual nature of it, and it's just vast. Driving through there during the nighttime, this has stars that you haven't seen before. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about road trips in general and traveling around in a car is seeing places that are quiet like that, and seeing places that quite honestly just make me think, like, how does this place even exist? Why are people here?
I have a lot of those thoughts.
How is this real?
Yeah.
Who decided I'm going to come live here along with the 11 other people who live in this locale.
I know.
And those questions, I just find them so intriguing. You know, like we talk about our town and we have all these like lists of reasons why we would come here. It's very quick and easy. Look at the water. There's 10,000 people.
It's a stopgap,
business
right?
opportunity.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things that line up. It's like, and then you're driving through like horn pain or going through it like, because I went through on the train. I saw these places like you literally can't even drive to. Yeah. They're inaccessible by car.
Even going through getting out of Ontario where it's just blown out rock, right? Like you're driving through dead zones and there's nothing and you're like, how is there this winding road here?
They don't even have any Wi-Fi here. How do they survive?
I know. Terrible. They're experiencing life. That's what they're doing in a different way.
In the old way.
But yeah, it was this gorgeous drive. I would do it again and again and again.
You ever done the train?
I haven't done the train. No.
Train's good.
No. I feel like the train would probably make me sleep and then I would miss it all.
Well, I mean, you got to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. You do have to sleep.
And I mean, if you're on a road trip by yourself, then obviously you're not sleeping and moving.
No, and I took my dog with me this time, so I had to stop quite a bit, right? So I stopped in a lot of places.
A lot of time on road trips, you're still sleeping because you got like another driver and you're trading off.
It's true.
You know? I found that like I could take in some of the scenery a lot better because I'm not worried about, you know, keeping my eyes on my gas tank or my speedometer or the yellow lines on the road.
Yeah, I found I couldn't. I went through.
Plus, you can drink on the train, and they let you drink on the train. They're like, go to the LCBO, get a bottle of wine, and come bring it on the train, and drink your booze on the train.
I love Canada.
Yeah,
I love Canada. You know, just really support each other that way. There's something about just driving. With really, not really, okay, yeah, there's a destination, but when the destination is 4 days away, you have to kind of accept that from start to finish, right?
Yeah, it's no quicker on the train.
No, and
it's definitely no quicker. You're traveling the whole time, and it's no quicker.
You have to just accept that you're going to take it kilometer by kilometer until you arrive, and whenever you arrive, you get there. And I feel like could translate that into a very deeper conversation for sure.
I like road trips.
Yeah.
I like road trips. I used to do a lot because I used to tour in a band. Mm-hmm. That was the name of the game. It's road trips. In the States, it was a lot easier being in a band because you could drive for like 2 hours to the next city, play a show.
Yeah.
A lot of 8-hour drives in Canada to get to the next
especially
concert.
in Ontario. Ontario is so big, right? So you're just, 6 hours, 8 hours is pretty easy peasy. These days, it's going to be way more expensive to go see a show with the old prices of gas.
We were talking about that last time I was in a band, like 15 years ago, and like gas had spiked up to $1.30 back then or whatever. I can't imagine trying to tour right now.
Yeah, I know it's like there's like a pay what you can show, and it's like, oh man, no, like you can't be throwing fives in anymore. Gas is expensive. You got to check some tens in. So. That's too bad.
You like music?
I do like music.
You went to see Sarah Harmer. You took my wife.
I did. To
the Sarah Harmer concert.
We went to see Sarah Harmer in Kingston, and it was awesome. It was my first real theater concert after the old COVID situation, which I rather enjoyed.
It was a theater show.
It was at the Grand Theater. Yeah, it was awesome. It was so good. It brought me back to real life for a second. Yeah. So saw her and she played all the old and all the new and it was a good mishmash.
Was there an opener?
No. She just came in and did her thing.
Cool.
Yeah. It was pretty awesome. But I'm not I've done like the festival circuits before. I've spent a lot of time being outside, being very warm and sweaty and in a large crowd of people. And I don't think that's how I like to enjoy concerts anymore. So going to a theater, sitting down, enjoying it, getting a little bob on, that's for me.
I mean, I could definitely go to a theater show once a month.
Oh, absolutely.
Easy.
Absolutely.
Easy.
Yeah.
Festivals for me, one or two over a summer.
That's too much for me.
That's good for me.
I like to be able to leave places whenever I feel,
Festivals do have that kind of feeling like, it's like, when you go to the Chinese buffet.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to eat more.
But I feel like I need to. I know. That's what it feels like to me.
So I need to go get a second plate.
That's a great comparison.
And
then you're all filled up and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're like, I just want to go home and be horizontal.
I'm hot, right. Tired. I don't really care about this next band, but I bought the weekend bracelet.
I know.
I spent the money on the weekend bracelet. I know. It's got a little hologram on it.
Although, Blues Fest this year in Ottawa looks like it's got a pretty decent lineup. But still, and the prices are insane.
Blues Fest, they do it a little different, though. I feel like there's so many festivals where it's like, and I mean, maybe there's people traveling from out of town to go to Blues Fest, but I feel like Ottawa Blues Fest is quite an Ottawa thing.
Yes.
Most of the people who go there are from Ottawa.
Yeah.
It's not like Burning Man or Coachella or something where everybody's just flocking in from everywhere, Yeah. I think largely because of that. It's like, oh yeah, we got our bracelets. Yeah, we're gonna go down tonight. We're going, and then it's Blues Fest is what? Like, it's not like a weekend thing. It's like 8 days long.
Is it a whole week or is it just a weekend?
I think it's like a whole week. I think it's a whole week.
So out of touch. I don't know anymore.
It just creates a thing where it's like, well, you know what? I'm gonna skip this whole night. Get some rest. I'll go back tomorrow night.
Yeah.
My bracelet's still working.
But it's exactly to your point of the buffet style. It's like, well, now I've paid for the full pass, or I can get the one day. But it makes more sense, economically for me to get the whole pass, and then you just, you get burnt out pretty quick. But that's just me. Don't get me wrong. Festivals are great, and there's a massive demand for that. Just think I'm over it.
I've only ever been to Blues Fest as somebody who worked there.
Really?
Yeah, I worked for the company that does all the tech for Blues Fest.
Okay. So you have VIP passes and stuff?
I mean, not for other people, but I mean, I had a backstage pass.
Well, that's cool. Yeah,
I installed the stage for the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, Backstreet's back. Backstreet's back.
They did a good show. It was a good show.
Yeah, because that's entertainment, Like, I don't, you can knock any kind of like pop music or whatever, but I'll tell you, the best productions that I've seen have been pop artists. I got to see Katy Perry years ago. And like, I mean, everybody knows like the songs, whatever the popular songs are, whatever, but it was produced so well that I was just blown away. I was like, I'm so happy that I just experienced that. That's the difference between seeing, Bob Dylan on stage playing what he's playing, or Neil Young or whatever, but like you see that type of, there's pyrotechnics and wardrobe changes and backup dancers. It's a whole spectacle.
Yeah, I can appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I would even go see it. Some people don't like that though. Like Bob Dylan hates that shit.
Oh yeah,
I've seen Bob Dylan.
I've seen Bob 3 times,
and Bob Dylan would not be having any pyrotechnics on his fucking stage.
I heard that he's a bit of a diva. Like he
doesn't even do stage banter.
No,
he has no interest in talking to the crowd. He just wants to play his songs.
Yeah,
and when I saw him, he didn't even pick up a guitar once.
When I saw him in Montreal, he just played the piano.
Yeah, just sticks to those keys,
which was great. It was great.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, he does like. It's funny because he plays some of the old stuff, but doesn't sound like the old stuff.
No, not at all.
Sounds completely different.
I know, right?
Can't blame him for wanting to change it up a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Years. Yeah, you can't just be doing the same old song.
You play a bit of music yourself too?
I do. Yeah. I played some open mics at the old Bowies.
Yeah.
That was another really great thing about moving to this town for me. I used to play quite a bit when I was younger.
Yeah.
And then life happens and you kind of forget about the things that you love for a minute until you find them again, And the having the open mic at Bowies has just been such a nice outlet. And it's a great open mic.
It's a great night.
It is a great night. Everybody
Thursday nights.
plays collectively.
Quit your day job, open stage.
Yeah. A lot of people would come in and say, what's the format of this night? And I feel like I would say something like, it's pretty loosey-goosey, or it's pretty casual, because if you're a drummer and you drum, then you show up and you drum for someone. Yeah. Or if you're just a singer, someone's going to play the guitar for you. It's a really great community event that happens every week.
Yeah.
And it's brought a lot of people together, and you can see that.
Yeah, it always unfolds a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Each week.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that is the question that newbies come in and ask, because usually there is a format. Usually it's like, you got to go talk to that guy. He runs the stage. You put your name on the list.
Yeah.
You get 2 songs.
Yeah, and maybe you get to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just feel it out.
Swing it.
It's a little more natural.
Yeah. So that's been a really great thing moving to this town. There's lots of music and arts here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a really nice community of the creative types.
You write any of your own songs?
I have written some of my own songs, but as most artists do, I didn't write any of them down. So I've got a few snippets of things that I do remember, but otherwise, I like to do my covers, and it's a good outlet. Mm-hmm. I think people need music in their lives or something creative to do otherwise. You have to. Else you go crazy.
Yeah.
It can be whatever you need it to be.
Yeah, music's my best outlet.
Yeah, I mean, you're a great musician.
Thank you.
Knows that. Your songs are awesome.
Thanks. Yeah. I try. I like writing songs.
I can tell that you try because you're very good lyricist.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like now I know all your songs by heart. It's nice when you play them. I get to sing along. I'm sure you have lots. I'm sure you do.
I do. I'm going to release one soon. Mm-hmm. I haven't released any music yet. I've been writing songs for years. I think you
probably should.
I'm going to do it in the next month.
Cool. I'm going to hold you to that.
Before my next birthday. That's my ultimatum to myself.
That's like a few weeks.
I know.
Weeks. That's not a month. That's like, you got to get on it.
I know. The song's ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just got to get it up on Spotify. Okay. It'll happen.
I mean, you said the song is already done. You just need to record it in the next 2 weeks.
No. The song's recorded.
So then what's the problem?
It's fully I got to make a music video.
Oh, it's the music video. Okay,
I can always get the song out and make the music video later. I could stagger it.
Are you having a problem with choreography? Is that what's happening? Yeah. Are you lacking backup dancers?
You know what? I haven't figured out how I'm going to make a music video with myself in it, because normally I shoot music videos. I can't hold the camera and...
That's true. That's true.
Pretend to be a rock star in front of it.
Yeah, you're going to have to get someone else to do it. Or, you're a pretty crafty guy. I'll
figure something out.
I'm
not a big fan of tripod shots. They're so still and lifeless.
You're just going to have to move your body a lot.
Yeah.
The illusion that the camera is moving.
I'll just mount the camera on like one of those.
Just do it like Alanis Morissette's Ironic. Just do it in a car and then have a green screen like the car is actually moving, and then that's then the camera's going.
Braid my hair.
Yeah.
Poke my thumbs through the sleeves of a sweater.
Yeah, it's a real throwback to before sweaters actually came with holes in them for the thumbs. When it was cool.
Yeah, you a 90s music fan? You like a lot of 90s music? Sarah Harmer, does that count as 90s music?
I feel like early 2000s. Yeah. I like all kinds of music, really. I fancy myself a classic rock girl.
Classic rock, eh?
I like some classic rock, I like some good, I like The Boss. That's...
I love The Boss.
You can't say no to The Boss.
See, I don't think of Bruce Springsteen as classic rock. I wouldn't really fault somebody for saying
this might be just an age difference on us right now, because I feel like my classic rock may be a couple years after what your classic rock may be.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Just based on whatever the classic rock radio stations of my time would be compared to your time.
Yeah.
Not to call you out for being almost 42, but...
Shea 106 was it for me.
Yeah. I like all kinds of stuff. I mean, I love the Rolling Stones. I love Neil Young. Bob Dylan is my man, Then I really like, Ben Folds 5. Mm-hmm. Ben Folds, right? Some good shit right there. I think today, music is so easy to come by that it's a little bit difficult to rely on new music and really fall in love with new music.
It's a tough go, for sure.
I think
there's so much out there.
There was a time where you would buy the physical, whether that it was a CD or a vinyl, and you would go through the entire thing. And being young, I would read all the notes and read all the lyrics and understand track 3 is this by this artist. And now you hear music and you go, I've heard this 100 times and I know every word, but I have no idea who the artist is and when it was released or what album it was off of.
Yeah.
I think it's too bad.
Well, it's kind of that Chinese buffet effect again, right?
Yeah.
I spent $20 on this whole CD. That's like 2 months of Spotify.
Yeah, exactly.
And I get 10 songs.
Mm-hmm. But now these days, it's like everyone releases just a really great one or two So, and you have that luxury just to listen to those 2 songs, and you may have never heard anything else from that artist. And it may not even be that good.
I like the fact that we're kind of back at singles these days.
Yeah?
People are, I mean, records are obviously still being made, but there's not as much of a focus on the album.
Yeah, it's just on the singles.
Yeah, but people lament, I talk about this a lot, but people talk about, oh, well, like I really love albums. Like I still love albums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but I feel like people say that in a bit of a music snobbery, from a touch of a music snobbery perspective. I listen to whole albums. I buy albums. I like the vibe of an album.
Yeah.
I like the art of an album, like, because as if that's what is supposed to be.
But you don't have to like the whole
right?
album, right? Like, that's the whole point.
Well,
it's better when you do.
What I'm really highlighting is that people put the album up on a pedestal. Like, it is the way to do the art form of music. Like that, like it's the best way or the most classic. But really, it's just a format imposed by consumerism and commercialism.
Yes, agreed upon that.
You know, Elvis released his first single in 1953. He didn't release his first album until 1958. And when he did, it was very much true to the word album, as in it was just a collection of stuff over the years, the same way you might have a photo album at home, and it's photos from over the course of, like, maybe over the whole year, or maybe over 2 years, maybe over a decade. You know, it's a collection.
Yeah.
And so his first album was just his greatest hits record. People didn't call them greatest hits records back then because they were just a collection of songs. And there would have been B-sides for every record, which, again, were just a product of the available medium at the time, right? You cut a record. You were going for one song.
Yeah.
But there's another side on it. So what do? Do you leave it empty, or do you use up the real estate? You use up the real estate. That's where B-sides would go. And it'd be like, well, this isn't the one we're aiming to be a hit.
But we just got to fill some space.
We got to fill some space. Let's put it on. It's fun, or what? It's a little different.
So to that point of you saying, like, you are kind of happy to see it going back into the singles direction, is like you would rather people just like not release fillers.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
That's part of it. It's also like, I think it's a bit of a fallacy, this whole notion that music is more respectable as an art form when delivered in this packaged way. I feel like we have this, some people have this concept that the album is like the ultimate sort of pinnacle of musical accomplishment, a full-length album, when it's not at all in my books. I would actually prefer to bring it back to just the song.
Okay.
The power of that individual song, you know? And that's the other thing that happened sort of and coincided, getting into like music historian mode here, but that coincided with the creation of the album as a format, was you had people then say, okay, well, if we're stuck with this format, then we want to make it more artful. And that was the birth of the concept album.
Yeah.
And when I say concept album, I'm not saying like, you know, Dark Side of the Moon, line it up with friggin', what's the name of that movie?
The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz,
yeah.
You know? Oh, it all lines up.
Yeah.
Like, but the original idea behind a concept record wasn't even that heavy. It wasn't that intense. It was just, we're going to make an album all at once. We're going to go into the studio and make a record all at once, as opposed to it just being,
I enjoy this perspective of
here
it.
Here are 12 songs that we made at different times over the past 5 years. You know, the first few Beatles records, the first Elvis records, they were all just collections, you know? It wasn't until the 80s that we started seeing like Phil Collins' greatest hits, and the greatest hits record became like a thing.
But that was really what they were originally doing. It was all greatest
all
hits.
they were. They were just the greatest
and
hits.
And that's why all the records were so good.
Own them in one package.
Yeah.
You know, like
after
they'd already proven themselves on the radio. And then they flipped the format and they're like, oh, we're going to put out the whole record, which became really weird because, like, growing up in the 90s, you're listening to the radio and you'd be like, oh, new song by The Offspring. Like, what do you mean new?
Yeah.
They put that record out 6 months ago, and that song's on the record. That song's 6 months old, but it's new because they just released it to radio.
Yeah.
It's all marketing. It's all marketing.
What a racket.
And so that's the thing that coincided with the concept record was the like sort of the big push going from like the relationship of songwriters and performers to like the singer-songwriter. And then the bands who write their own songs.
Yeah.
You know? And then that culminated to, by the time the 80s and 90s rolled around, you had like this attitude of people like, I don't like them. They don't even write their own music. You know? Which is like, I love it when people write their own music, but does a dancer have to choreograph his own dance moves to be the best dancer?
Right? Like, I mean, you can appreciate all of that from top to bottom, but it's a production.
People still think of Elvis as the king. He didn't write his own songs.
No.
He didn't write any of his own.
I mean, he played them well.
He
had his whole thing
he
going on.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't know how well he played them.
That's true. He sang them great.
He wasn't a great guitar
player. He had his
player.
whole flair going on. Yeah. I think it was the haircut, really, and the dance moves.
You a big Elvis fan?
I mean, I know Elvis. Would I say like, oh my God, I love this song? Like, I don't claim to be a huge Elvis fan. I enjoy Elvis.
I like Elvis.
Yeah.
I'm a big Elvis fan.
You're like a huge Elvis fan?
Huge? No.
Like if someone asked you to play Elvis, would you do it?
Like
impersonate him. Would you do it?
I mean,
like, is that how much you love Elvis?
I've never impersonated Elvis before.
I feel like you probably should.
I probably could.
I think you could. I think you could.
could.
Yeah, get you some bell bottoms. Like, I think you could do it. Some rhinestones.
I don't really know any of his songs.
But you just said you're a huge Elvis fan, but you don't really know any of his
I actually specifically said that I'm a big Elvis fan.
Oh, not
a huge
not
one.
huge. Okay. My apologies.
I can rewind the tape if we need to check it. But
okay. I apologize.
I wasn't a big Elvis fan for a long time, and then I dated a girl who was.
So is that like the effect of just listening to songs over and over and over, and then all of a sudden you like really enjoy them?
I mean, it's partially that, but he had a great voice. He's a great singer. He had a unique style.
He was doing something different for the time.
And I like what he did. I was heavily exposed to his music.
Okay.
Through another person.
What would be like your favorite Elvis track? Like if you had to pick one today.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably changed over the years. But like, what's your favorite Elvis track these days?
I think probably my favorite Elvis track for a long time has been Don't.
Oh.
You know that one?
I can recall.
It's kind of a slower, more ballady.
I thought you were going to be a Blue Suede Shoes kind of guy.
No, you know what? I don't gravitate towards his
pop songs, if you will.
His more famous songs are not my favorite.
Okay.
His more famous songs are not my favorite songs. I mean, Don't was still a number one hit.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It was pretty good.
I like the song Wouldn't Hurt.
Wouldn't Hurt? I don't think I'm familiar with that.
It's kind of weird, and it has like kind of a polka feel. He sings kind of like Roy Orbison.
Okay, okay.
When Elvis first came out, he was actually pretty heavily accused of like really ripping off Roy Orbison's style.
Oh.
But you don't hear that in Blue Suede Shoes.
No.
But in a song like Wouldn't Hurt, you totally hear it.
That was maybe the style that he actually wanted to be doing. Maybe.
Anyway, enough about Elvis. We don't need to talk about Elvis.
Yeah, you just took me down full-blown Elvis memory lane.
They have a whole Elvis festival over in Tweed. Not Tweed, the pot shop here in town. But
the place.
Tweed, the town, 2 hours away.
Yeah. I feel like there's probably a lot of Elvis festivals happening around the world, probably like on any given day.
I feel like that's an event that could go over well here. There's probably a lot of Elvis fans in this town.
Probably.
What do you think this town needs? I think it's got a lot going for it already. I think it's happening.
But
if there's one thing that we don't have right now, that you don't see anybody talking about, that would be like, hey, you know what we need? I have a novel idea. What do you think we could use in this town?
You know, I think that there's a lot of great things happening in this town. I, as a newcomer to the town, let's say that. That's something that
a valued perspective.
Yeah, that I've noticed and it could just be me not looking for it, but I want more information. I don't feel like I'm getting enough information about what's happening in this town.
Well, I'm trying.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
But I think you just, there needs to be some cohesive medium. I know that there's a lot of different mediums. There's lots of Facebook groups, and there's the newspapers. And
that is a huge problem, I think. I think that there are entirely far too many Facebook groups.
I think when you're in not even a major city, but a larger city, the old Google box there, it can be helpful for some things. But I love when I'm in a new place. I love the Google question, what's happening tonight? And if I put that into my Google box right now and said, what's happening tonight in Smith Falls?
Yeah.
I don't think I would get any information, but I can tell you that there's probably something happening.
Yeah.
That I don't know about. How do I find that?
Yeah.
I would love to be able to have a place that I can just find that.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens, and I don't know how to fix it, but that would be my one thing, because there's always stuff. How do we get it out? There's not that many people that live here, and I feel like it's probably a large portion of the population that would say the same thing as I'm saying right now.
So you want to be able to find it on Google?
No, not necessarily, but I feel like the internet is how people find their information these days.
Do you think there needs to be an app?
A Smith Falls app?
Yeah.
The problem with that is, how do you tell people to download the app? Like, how does that start? It's like the chicken before the egg.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to fix it, but that's something that I would like to see. Or, maybe just a specific website.
Yeah.
That is, you've got the what do I follow? The Smith Falls Eats and Entertainment, which is great. Yeah. Everybody's got their menus posted up there for the restaurants, and there's information about movies under the stars. But wouldn't that be great if that was just a one website, and it didn't get conflicted with posts of things that take you in a different direction when you get lost on the internet, just when you realize that you've gone down a rabbit hole and you're not actually looking at the thing that you wanted to be looking at, But I think that we're getting there. I love the community events. I love to see that Russell Street is going to be closed for the summer. Lots of outdoor events. Wintertime, I'd love to see the same thing. Get a little winter market going.
Yeah.
I think that people want to support the community here. People have opened their arms to me being here. There is that sense of love and community here. I think that some people are really, really involved in that, and some people just need to be invited, if that makes sense.
I think it's going to be a good summer.
I'm
having flashbacks now because I recorded the entire first season of the podcast during COVID. And it's only as I say this right now that I'm referring to then as COVID and now as not. And I know technically, COVID's still around.
It is.
But I haven't heard anybody talking about it lately.
No, it's nice.
I've been going lots of places and seeing no masks.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I hope everybody's well and healthy and all that stuff. But I'm so happy that we're not talking about it anymore.
I haven't read the word COVID on my computer screen or my phone screen in weeks. And, went out to Porch Fest yesterday, people all around. I think I even saw somebody take a sip out of somebody else's drink.
Oh, no. Yeah, the kids were sharing popsicles. Things were getting wild. I think we've got this. We've got Smith Falls. You've got Merrickville, you got Perth, you've got Carleton Place, and all those places that are doing really amazing things. There's stuff happening every weekend. How do we filter that into one great, amazing county experience? We were talking about road trips.
Yeah. There's one happening.
Yeah, what's the crumb crawl? Is that what it is that Say2 is involved in?
Say2's involved.
That's cool.
In that.
See, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's like for
I saw that because I saw that there was a pamphlet at the Say2 bakery, but otherwise I wouldn't have known that. How do I how do I know that? How do we find that information?
Social media,
social
flyers,
media these days. It's
pamphlets.
so much to follow and find.
They got a hashtag for it.
There's a whole hashtag?
Yeah. It's like you can...
I'm going to have to check that out.
All the participating locations in this crumb crawl, which is, in town here it's Say2. I don't know if there's anybody else in town that's part of this, but there's places in like Almont and Westport.
Almont's also a great spot too.
And Perth and stuff. Foodie places, bakeries and whatnot.
I'm going to have to add that to my list of summer things.
You get like a card and you get a stamp from each place you visit. If you get all the stamps, then you get entered to win something.
Like what? What do you win?
I don't remember. I think it's a gift certificate.
I hope so. Gift certificates are great.
I am not an official representative of Crumb Crawl. If I were, I would.
I would hope you would have more information.
I would be doing a better job.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to check it out because that's another.
Yeah, I'm going to check
thing.
it out too.
Absolutely.
I'm going to check it out too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't mean to. There's all kinds of information out there that you can find these things. We live in a world where we're busy, and it just. People sometimes would just rather do nothing than put the work in to do something,
Yeah.
So let's figure out a way to get that word out and have people come out and this, the boats are coming in. People want to experience. It's beautiful. Like we said, there's so much water. There's beautiful hiking spaces. It's got lots of green space, but there's also like Say2 Bakery, you want people to get off their boats and get out of their cars because as much as it is a beautiful landscape, there's also lots to experience with the people that live and work here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in a world where everybody's working from home and some people are vying to be social and some people are, finding that after their COVID experience, they're not necessarily as social as they once were. We have to find a way to bring people back together.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we're going to do it, Jill. I think we're going to do it. I think this summer we'll do it. I was hopeful about last summer. I was really hopeful. And last summer was only okay. That's what I'm going to say. Well, I was going to say something harsher than that, but it wasn't really that bad. There was a lot of people who tried really hard to make last summer, as good as it was. And they did a great job. But people just weren't ready. I agree. They weren't ready. Everybody knew that COVID wasn't done,
Well, I'll tell you this. The old post office, come on down, have some drinks, lick some stamps.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. I am setting this business up so that I can be very community forward. I would like to do as many events as I possibly can. I've added a catering license to my liquor license so that nice. I will be able to have a traveling license. Yeah. So, you're having a wedding, you're throwing a backyard bash, we're doing movies in the park, all these things are possible to do. Yeah. And if you haven't met me yet, you're going to meet me soon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I want to do that. I want to know people. I want people to know me. I'm really here for the long haul, and I'm so happy to have met as many great people as I have so far.
Jillian Dagenais, come know Jillian at the post office.
Come meet me.
What's the address?
It is 30 Russell Street.
30 Russell Street.
You can't miss it.
You can't miss it. That's why we haven't bothered mentioning the address till now.
You can't miss it.
If you can't find the old post office.
Yeah, it's the old clock tower on Russell Street. Yeah, that's where you'll find me.
But it is number 30.
It is.
On Russell Street.
Absolutely.
Right at the corner of Russell and Market.
Yes.
In the basement, speakeasy-style, the post office. It's the place and it's the bar.
Only good people need apply.
Yeah.
Bring the people that you would invite to your backyard. Those are the people. It's going to be lots of love.
Leave the downers at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thanks for coming out and talking to me, Jill.
I've enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Matt.
Jillian Dagenais, folks. This has been Smiths Falls On. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Jill.
Love it. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And that was my conversation with Jillian Dagenais, consummate hospitality professional and my friend. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. We are going to be back again and again next episode in about 2 weeks. Check out our website at sfon.ca and feel free to drop us a line. We got social media, we got Facebook, we got Instagram, we even have email. mail@sfon.ca. Tell us who you would like to hear on the show. Tell us the kind of things you'd like us to talk about. Tell us whatever you want. This has been On, a Smiths Falls podcast. Till next time, folks. Take care.